Welcome back to Stillwaters. We're set for action. Jada Cody leading off for UCF in the circle for Oklahoma State. Ivy Rosenberry. Rosenberry with a 6-1 record, 0.72 ERA.
Yeah, as we've talked about, Ivy Rosenberry just worked so hard in the offseason to establish a key role in the Oklahoma State pitching rotation. So she's really going to work with high velocity, work low in the zone, use a drop ball, a cutter, and she also has an off-speed pitch.
Pitched in the last handful of innings yesterday in game 2, went 2 1/3 yesterday, and starting this game, 1-1 pitch outside. Just so much confidence this year, and just a totally new player with confidence, and Carrie Eberly has helped her so much develop in the offseason. 2-1 pitch in there for a called strike. Jada Cody at the plate, one of the best all time. We've hit on it numerous times through the weekend, but Cody, a player that can change this game at any time. 2-2 pitch on the way, fouled off. For Oklahoma State, the confidence you have to have when Rosenberry's in the circle, big time when you're looking for the sweep.
Exactly, and not only that, I think Ivy Rosenberry, you know, we talked a little bit about it yesterday, she just brings so much energy and fire to the Oklahoma State team, and whenever she's out there, her team just loves to play behind her.
Beautiful day. Wind actually blowing in today, which is rare here at Cowgirl Stadium. Fans still filling the stands. 3-2 pitch, line drive to center. Tim there to make a catch, a leaping catch for the first out. Great read by Tim in center for the first out. The lineup for UCF, a few adjustments here for the Knights as they head into game 3.
Yeah, that was an amazing catch by Claire Tim. She read that ball off the bat and just got a great first step, able to leap up and grab it.
First pitch to Chloe Evans. Big swing and a miss. So Chloe Evans, a right fielder, steps in. The pitcher Willis on deck. Some of the few lineup changes. That bunt down to Edwards at third, over to first. Nice job by Rosie coming over to cover first. So the 5-4 put out on the bunt for the second out. We'll check out the lineup with Cody Evans, Sarah Willis coming up, the pitcher. The second baseman Evans at the 4-hole. Kotzelnick, the hottest hitter for UCF in this series, is Doherty, Rowe, Griffin, and Williams. Williams had the big 2-run shot yesterday for UCF. Pitch on the way to Willis is high, ball 1. 2 outs. A couple of nice defensive plays for the Cowgirls. What a catch by Tim out there in center field on that line drive.
Yeah, I think that really just helped to kind of prevent UCF from getting momentum in the first inning when your leadoff batter has a great at-bat and then squares a ball up to center field, and the Oklahoma State defense able to snag that. I think it's really a good start for them.
1-1 count. Just gives your pitcher so much confidence when you know your defense is behind you. That ball's lined to right. That'll be the first hit for the Knights as Willis helps herself out with the base hit. First hit in the game. Only the 9th hit of the series. Aubrey Evans steps in. So Rosenberry, a 0.72 ERA. 42 strikeouts to 13 walks. Pitch low and inside. Came in a difficult situation yesterday in game 2, in a game that was locked up at 4-4. High for ball 2. And we were talking yesterday, you know, if Oklahoma State could just get a run, try to give her that late lead, she could hold on, and Oklahoma State went for 6.
Exactly. They have so much confidence in Ivy, and to put her into that situation and for her to just close that game out was awesome for her.
So Evans on the year hitting .299 at the plate. Started every game. Made a lot of plays defensively. The 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. So 3-1 count. 2 outs on the board with a runner at first. Pitch on the outside corner. Nice job by Wong behind the plate. .57 degrees, runner on the move, ground ball to third. Edwards has it to first. In time, that will retire the side as we head to the bottom of the first, scoreless. You're watching Big Oklahoma State. If you look at the birthday girl in the circle for UCF, Sarah Willis, 4-4 on the year, a 2.47 ERA.
Yeah, happy birthday, Sarah Willis. I'm sure she's hoping to have a really good game today, similarly to how she pitched on Friday. She was so effective because she kept the Oklahoma State offense off balance with her off speed. She can throw that pitch for a strike in any count, and that's what makes her so good, pairing that with her high velocity.
First pitch outside to Edwards. Edwards from Moore, Oklahoma, hitting .373, but hitting .600 in this series. She's 3 for 5 in this series. 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike, 1-1. She's already made a couple plays defensively early on. Had to field the bunt and then a ground ball at third for Oklahoma State. At the plate here, 1-1. So disciplined at the plate. Just a consistent player for Kenny Gajewski, somebody that's been here the last 2 years. Change up, popped up to right. Chloe Evans there makes the catch.
Once again, Sarah Willis using her off speed, and I think the Oklahoma State hitters are going to try to hit that pitch today because they know she was getting that first strike consistently. So a good aggressive hack. I think Talon Edwards just gets a little bit underneath that one. It was a little up in the zone.
Claire Tim steps in, the center fielder today. Line drive to right, that'll be a base hit. So the first hit of the game for Oklahoma State. Tim on at first. 1 out for Godwin at the plate. Pitch outside. Godwin hitting .361. Has 5 home runs, 22 RBIs, leads the team. Pitch on the inside corner, a called strike. Godwin does have a home run in this series. Played well at first. 1-1 pitch, off speed. So a few times we've seen that off speed pitch miss. But if the approach for Oklahoma State early is to sit on that off speed, she may be trying to move it around a little bit. Great day for softball here in Stillwater. Pitch inside, 3-1.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Oklahoma State adjusts from Friday night when they saw Sarah Willis, and she only gave up 3 hits, I believe. So kind of gonna probably see a different game plan from them today.
3-1, called, full count. I always think game threes are a little interesting because you've really seen all the pitchers, you know, in the scenarios. Game 2 yesterday, UCF went 5 deep. Oklahoma State had 2 pitchers out there, but you're really familiar with each other come game 3. Foul ball.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I feel like game 3s are always kind of a dogfight, and it kind of is just going to go to the team that has a better outing that day. And in this conference, that's what makes it so difficult, is every day is such a battle, and especially on day 3 when you're kind of having all your cards out on the table.
Because this conference is so difficult, you look at what a sweep for Oklahoma State would do. You try to get an upper hand any game. Each game is going to be a big deal. Deep line drive to center, up and out of here. And Godwin has done it again. A 2-run shot here in the bottom of the first gives the Cowgirls a 2-0 lead. Huge line drive. Both her home runs in this series have been line drives to center field.
Carly Godwin just puts an amazing swing on this pitch, is a little bit up in the zone, and she just had such a good at-bat. I think she was waiting for that off-speed pitch. She took a lot of those hard pitches in the beginning of her at-bat and realized she wasn't going to get it for a strike, and so she adjusts on her last strike and is able to hit the high pitch, hard velocity, straight back out to center field.
Let's not take for granted the wind blowing straight in. That ball lined a line drive at the batter's eye. And an early 2-0 lead for the Cowgirls. Caroline Wong, catcher, steps in. Willis starts her off with the changeup. Misses for ball 1. That home run for Oklahoma State, number 38 as a team. That's compared to 14 for UCF, so 2 very different styles. That ball's hit well to right. Drifting, Evans there to make the catch for the second out. So the 2 outs already, a couple fly balls out to Evans in right field. The ball's carrying despite the wind. It's not very many ballparks that would have kept Godwin's line drive in, though. Davis up. Davis in the series hitting .333. Couple hits, a double. Played well defensively. Change up for a strike.
Yeah, the thing I like about Rosie Davis being in the 5th hole in the lineup is she comes after the power hitters of Carly Godwin and Caroline Wong, and she's also a high average hitter, so she starts up the inning again for this Oklahoma State offense so many times.
Very disciplined at the plate. Davis does have 19 RBIs, 8 walks. 2-1 pitch, pop foul. Think about on the season, she's leading the team with a .420 average. She's got 19 RBIs, 9 extra base hits. 2-2 pitch outside, full count. So Willis here in the bottom of the first has gone to a couple of full counts here. This will be pitch 20 for her this inning. One thing about this Oklahoma State lineup, if you make a mistake, they'll make you pay. Ground ball over, that's a little goal. Everybody wants to get to Oklahoma City in the World Series. Oklahoma State's made 4 straight, and I know the Knights have been knocking on the door trying to get there, and that's something Coach Ball Malone has on their goal board. That's it. We've been to regionals, we've been to supers. We need to get to OKC, and so she's put together a tough squad. Kotzelnick leads off here in the top of the second. Stormy had a 2-run homer yesterday in that big 5th inning. Hitting .500 this weekend. Designated player in the lineup. 1-1 the count. What was it like playing in OKC?
It was, the atmosphere there was something I'd never experienced before. Just so many fans and the media around it. It was amazing and something I'm super happy that I got to experience.
The player perks aren't bad either.
Yeah, tons of nice gifts from Nike and all the other great sponsors that they have. So just an all-around amazing experience.
2-2 count now. You know, the nice thing about Oklahoma State is the expectation is OKC, and the stadium here has built itself up. The fans are here, so it's becoming a place where you host regionals, you host supers, and then you drive an hour south to get to OKC. Full count, ground ball to second. Davis has it over to first in time for the first out. So it's, you know, postseason play has got to a point where Oklahoma State doesn't look to leave the state. They play the Big 12 conference tournament in OKC. You come back, you're looking, the expectation is to host and then head back to Hall of Fame Stadium. And that expectation is based off what Kenny Gajewski has been able to do here. Shannon Doherty up. Doherty, the first baseman. Great player. One of the all-time best to play at UCF. Behind in the count, 0-1. Line drive off the glove of Godwin. Fair ball. That'll be a base hit. And a nice throw from Graff to keep her at first.
Yeah, good job by Macy Graff going in, getting that ball in quickly to keep Shannon Doherty to just a single. She does a good job punching this ball out to right field, barrels it up, and yeah, able to get a good single out of that.
Rowe this season hitting .371, does have a hit in this series. Doherty on at first with 1 out. Pitch outside. Oklahoma State keeping a couple arms loose in the bullpen as it's all hands on deck for game 3. Called strike. Yesterday we had the 7th all-time crowd here at Cowgirls Stadium, and I'm sure Oklahoma State is expecting another nice one. Sundays are difficult at noon starts, but another nice crowd today.
Yeah, the bleachers are filling up out there. It's really nice to have those up. I think last year we didn't get those up until our series with OU, so cool to have, you know, extra room for fans throughout the whole conference season.
2-2 pitch fouled off. You're also looking at the crowd. You can see the sprinkles of green for St. Patrick's Day. A couple of fans festive today. Rosenberry looks in, runner at first, pitch, 2-2, fouled off. 30 pitches at this point for Rosenberry. She came in 38 innings pitched, second most on the team. Two ground ball up the middle, right into the shift. Tim to first in time. The runner will be safe at second as Tim had to go to her right to make the play.
Yeah, Claire Tim showing off her infield skills. She can do infield and outfield very well. But yeah, I think this ball took her to her right a little bit, so she wasn't going to try and risk running over to second to try to get Doherty at second. So a good play by her to just get the safe out at one, because it would have been close over at second.
I think they're looking at better. Rotates at catcher for the Knights. We saw Jada Cody behind the dish yesterday. Catchers can use a break, a nice rotation for them behind the plate, because it's such a demanding, tough spot. Ivy behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner in scoring position here in the top of the second. We talked a little bit about timely hitting for Oklahoma State in this series, but there's a ground ball. Edwards picks it up, fires to first in time for the out. Tough play, nice play by Edwards. 2-0 Cowgirls. Your watch league is due up for Oklahoma State. Wark, Lott, Bloodworth here in the bottom of the second. Willis still in the circle. Line drive to left by Wark. That'll be off the wall. And a long single. Burge gets the ball back in quickly. Will limit Wark to a single off the wall.
Yeah, Wark getting things started already on this off speed. Sees it low in the zone, is able to go down and get it. And a great job by the left fielder, Katie Burge, to get that ball into second so quickly. The outfielders so far today doing a really good job getting the ball in, keeping these runners at first base.
Katie Lott getting the start today. Came in yesterday in a pinch hit opportunity. Was 1 for 1, an RBI and a run scored. That ball gets away from Griffin behind the plate, and Wark will take second. Heads up play by Wark to advance to get into scoring position. No outs here. Cowgirls already threatening. Lott's had some big hits in her career. 1-0 pitch, low. Willis today on her birthday has got a handful of pop flies today, as the ball's kind of carrying pretty well. Behind in the count here. Pitch low and inside, 3-0.
I think Oklahoma State is really forcing Sarah Willis to use her other pitches and to use her hard stuff, because they know she has that changeup, and if they keep hitting it the way they are, she's going to have to try throwing other pitches to throw them off.
3-0 pitch. There's the changeup. Ball 4. Lott will take first, so first and second now with Bloodworth.
I don't know, it's early in the game, so I could see her hitting away as well.
Willis looks in, there's the bunt, foul. Home umpire Terry Holt quickly calling foul. Both runners return. You just think early on you're trying to get the bunt down, move the runners both in scoring position with 1 out. See if you can add on to this lead.
Yeah, we saw on that foul ball, they actually went to third on the bunt to try to get Michaela Wark out running from second to third. So a smart decision by Coach G to bring in a pinch runner, so it kind of takes that option away.
So Scotland David will take over running at second for Wark. Get some speed out there at second base. Now with a base hit, you have a chance to score a run. No balls and 1 strike to Bloodworth. The bunt still in play. Jada Cody has it. The sacrifice works. Be a 5-4 put out, and both runners are in scoring position now with 1 out. Bloodworth got the job done.
Yeah, she goes up and bunts. I'm pretty sure that's a rise ball there, and she's able to get her bat above that pitch and get it down. Sometimes it's difficult when the pitcher knows that you're about to put down a sac bunt. They're going to make it as hard as possible on you, so a good job by her to get her bat above that ball and not pop it up.
Macy Graff, the right fielder, steps in. A called strike. She got the bunt down. Kenny Gajewski turned around and was yelling at the dugout, "Let's go." Graff, 231 average, played in 14 games. There's the changeup in there. Willis ahead in the count, 0-2. Graff yesterday was 1 for 2. Picked up an RBI. Starting to get more time for the Cowgirls. Outside. With Scotland David at third, there's already been a wild pitch in this inning. If that ball gets away from Griffin.
Yeah, she'll definitely be ready to run over at third base. And a lot of these times when we have 2 runners in scoring position, Coach G likes to run, have that runner on third in more of a contact situation. So all Macy really needs to do is put this ball in play, and Scotland David is going to be hustling home most likely and give them a really good shot to get a run.
That last pitch just off the plate, 2-2. I think Willis wanted it. Pitch low, the check swing. They said she did not go around. So a full count.
Good at bat by Macy Graff to work this 0-2 into a 3-2 count, but also a really good job by Sarah Willis and her catcher, Ashley Griffin. These pitches are really, really close.
Graff at the plate with a full count. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. Pitch goes back to the changeup, outside, ball 4. So bases are loaded, and Graff gets the job done as she rolls it back over to the top of the lineup for Edwards.
This off-speed, I think, is just a little too high for Macy Graff to take a hack at, and just a bit up in the zone, I guess. That was a really close pitch. Good at bat, good battle by Sarah Willis.
The bags are full for the Cowgirls. Edwards steps in. She's 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch in there for a called strike. Big opportunity for Oklahoma State. Outside, 1-1. Edwards with runners in scoring position, hitting .500. Is hitting .368 on the year. Fouled off. You got to force at any bag. The corners are in. You think on a ground ball, they're looking home to first.
Yeah, especially we can see on the infield, the middle infielders, Jasmine Williams and Aubrey Evans are both in right on that baseline, so they're definitely looking to cut the run down at home.
Willis looks, delivers, change up high, 2-2. Willis has gone deep with a lot of batters here early. I mean, she has pitched. She pitched in game 1 and game 2. Although only faced a couple of batters, 3 batters in game 2, but handled the full load Friday night with 6 innings. 2-2 pitch. And that ball's grounded up the middle. Williams has it, gets the force at second, but a run will score making it 3-0 Oklahoma State. And Edwards gets the RBI with the fielder's choice up the middle.
Talon gets this ball just up the middle enough for Jasmine Williams to kind of, you know, get that ball good on the hop and just have her only play there is to flip it over to second.
So Lots at third, Edwards at first. 1 run in. Claire Tim, who singled to right her last time up. Pitch outside. Cowgirls trying to chip away here early. It's a tough haul when the home team goes up 3-0 in the first 2 innings. 1-0 pitch, outside corner, a called strike. Edwards will take second. So no throw. Edwards advances to scoring position, 1-1 the count.
Yeah, UCF probably just trying to keep this game as close as possible. They don't even try to get Talon out at second.
That ball gets away from Griffin behind the plate. Lott takes advantage of it and scores. It's 2 runs now for Oklahoma State in this inning. 4-0 game.
Yeah, this ball low. Ashley Evans doing a really good job trying to catch that. She really puts a great effort, but it gets to the wall, and Katie Lott able to score easily.
So Edwards now at third, 2 runs in. With the speed of Willis, that's a tough play. 2-1, change up, hit down the first base line and foul. Both runners in Lott and Edwards just dialed in. That ball got away from Griffin, and both were on the move.
Yeah, as a base runner in that situation, you're always looking for the best read out of the pitcher's hand. So if you see the ball kind of heading down, you're going to try to get an extra step, try to get a head start on trying to steal a bag.
2-2 pitch, hard to handle for Griffin. It was high. 3-2 now. Griffin and Willis seem to be having a little bit of struggles there. Full count again. 2 outs here. UCF trying to get out of the inning. Pitch on the way. Tim popped up, foul. Just out of the reach of Cody. You look at situational hitting. You just want to take advantage of your opportunities. And yes, the game's one thing. You're up 4-0. But for Tim, a big opportunity here with 2 outs.
I agree, especially with yesterday. We saw that UCF can put up 4 runs in an inning. So this offense definitely is going to want to get as many runs as possible to support their pitchers.
Couple pitchers warming up for UCF. Grace Jewell being one of them. Saw her yesterday. Angelina DeVoe down there. 3-2 pitch, ground ball in the 5-6 hole. Williams picks it up, cannot make the play. That'll be an infield single and an RBI for Tim.
Tim able to take this outside pitch and get it enough in the 5-6 hole. Jasmine Williams really makes a good play there. She gets the ball in front of her, doesn't even have to backhand it. And that's just such a long throw across the diamond that it gives Claire Tim enough time to beat that one out.
Godwin steps in. She had a home run in the first. Couple of hits already in this inning for Oklahoma State. Foul. Got some speed with Tim at first. RBI. That single. That ball was, you knew when it got back past Cody, that it was going to be difficult to get her out.
Exactly. Those plays deep in the hole are very difficult for a shortstop.
The 0-1 pitch to Godwin. Low, 1-1. Willis was in trouble with bases loaded with 1 out. Tried to get out of it with the fielder's choice, then Tim made her pay with the single. So 3 runs in so far. That pitch low and inside, 2-1. Just not as sharp as she was on Friday night.
Yeah, and I think that's a credit to the Oklahoma State offense. They have made some adjustments, and you can tell they're taking a lot better swings today, working the count, making Sarah Willis throw a lot of pitches, and just doing a way better job than they did on Friday.
This is the off-speed pitch for a strike, 2-2. How much, as a player, do you go back and watch those games and watch your at-bats?
I think a ton. I think it's a super valuable thing to do, especially with all of the technology that we have now with video and, you know, just knowing all that information about the pitcher and being able to watch yourself in that situation and see how she attacked you is super valuable going into the next game.
2-2 count to Godwin. Well, you can tell it makes a difference. I mean, we're watching it. Same pitcher, same situation as Friday night, a whole different outcome here on Sunday. And technology just in the game as a whole has exploded over the last 5 years. Two-two pitch, line drive, popped up into shallow center, and Evans is there and makes the play. Harry Everly, those are tremendous assets, and when your offense goes out and puts up 5 runs early, it's a big deal. Top of the 3rd, Williams, a shortstop, steps in. Jasmine had a 2-run home run yesterday, her first of the season. Hitting .263 coming into today. The Knights have 2 hits, 1 in each inning. 1-1 the count. So far, a fair amount of ground balls. 5 ground balls already, 5 of 8 outs. That ball popped up, looks like it'll stay. This is drifting foul, but Davis is there and makes the out. Great job, Rosie, just tracking that ball. Started out on the field with the wind drifting over into foul territory.
The wind took it all the way over until almost near the fence, so a good job by her tracking that all the way and getting the out.
Playing the sun. The sun here at Cowgirl Stadium and anywhere is difficult to play, but in the afternoon when it's high, that's a tough play. The shadows here, especially in night games, can be really challenging. Obviously, you know, as a second baseman, the sun looking in your eyes and shadows, but beautiful day today. 0-1 pitch, popped up, deep, way back as Lott looks up and tries to make the catch off the wall as Jada Cody will round second and head for third. Lott was there, that ball was off the wall for a triple for Jada Cody. That's her 3rd triple of the year.
Jada Cody takes that pitch and just drives it back, and I think the wind keeps this ball in the ballpark because it was right at the fence, and Katie Lott making a great effort there. Looks like she might have tweaked something, but Jada Cody hustling around to get all the way to third.
That's a long run for Lott in the gap. So the Knights looking to get their first run. Start chipping away at that 5-0 lead. Pitch low and outside. That ball from Cody was so high. That ball took off and it's just floating out there. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball up the middle, right under the glove of Rosie Davis. That'll be an RBI single 4th hit of the day. 5-1 ball game.
And UCF offense starting to put some things together, and Chloe Evans just takes this low inside pitch right back up the middle. Rosie Davis kind of looked like she could have gotten a glove on that one, but it kind of just sneaks past into the outfield.
Sarah Willis, the pitcher, 1 for 1 on the day, has a chance to help herself out here. Called strike. Willis, 296 hitter, heading into today's game. .43 pitches, 44 on the way. Bunt attempt misses. 0-2. Trying to keep an eye on Chloe Evans at first. Evans is 4 for 4 in stolen bases. The Knights have 44 stolen bases this year. Ball line foul. But as you sit in the 3, 4, 5 holes due up here, probably not going to want to run yourself out of an opportunity.
Exactly, especially when trailing 4 runs. I wouldn't want to risk giving up that out when, you know, they could potentially get a rally going.
0-2 pitch, big swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout. The first strikeout of the game for Rosenberry.
I think this pitch is just gassed in there, and Sarah Willis can't quite catch up to it. Ivy Rosenberry using her velocity and getting pumped up on that strikeout.
Aubrey Evans steps in. Ground ball back up the middle. Rosie Davis makes a tremendous play to get the force out at second. What a play by new catcher for the Knights, Carson Fryer, a junior, takes over behind the plate, and Willis has moved to left field. It's your birthday, you can do anything.
Yeah.
You can hit, you can play left, you can pitch. Caroline Wong steps in, 0 for 1, popped out to right. First pitch, strike. So Fryer behind the plate will replace Ashley Griffin. Oh, 1 pitch, fouled off. Probably a good adjustment for Coach Bear here in the 3rd. Already given up 5 runs to this offense and starting to maybe chip away as they picked up a run in the 3rd, so you definitely don't want to fall behind even more. Lodging ahead in the count, 0-2. Popped up again to right. Evans there. Makes the catch for the first out. That'll bring up Rosie Davis. Davis ended the second, or ended the top of the 3rd with an unbelievable play up the middle.
Yeah, that was an awesome play. We didn't get a ton of time to kind of touch on that, but she just made a great dive up the middle and was able to get the force at second to get out of that inning.
Davis 0 for 1 in today's game. Pop foul.
I always feel like, too, when you make a great defensive play and then get up to the plate, you always feel so good. So those are my favorite times. And I don't know, it just feels like the confidence on the field kind of translates over into your at-bat. And, you know, a lot of times when you get a hit right after that, it's awesome.
Davis from Tennessee. Part of a big-time young freshman recruiting class for Kenny Gajewski. A lot of changes on this roster, but a good mixture here. 1-1 pitch, high, 2-1. New names, new faces, same expectations. Kenny Gajewski in his 9th year at Oklahoma State. 2-2 the count. Lodgen looking in. Bases are empty here with 1 out. Pitch on the way. Ground ball to short. Williams has it to first in time. Routine 6-3 put out. Bring up Scotland David. So Scotland's gonna hit here. She ran for Wark. She'll be in that spot. David. This will be her first at bat of the ball game since taking over in left, or taking over in center as they moved Tim to left. Scotland David's been around this program a long time. Finally healthy here late in her career.
Yeah, she's one of those veteran players and leaders for Oklahoma State. And I believe last year against UCF, she had a big home run that was just an awesome moment for her and the whole team.
The bunt, Jada Cody picks it up, fires to first in time, so Oklahoma State goes down in order. So yeah, kind of just a really cool way to hold themselves accountable to, you know, recognizing that culture daily. I think it's really cool that the teammates have to nominate somebody that has displayed that core value. So
exactly, I think that's the coolest part, is like you actually have to be recognized doing something that displays the core value.
Kotzelnick up, hits a ball to left, and Tim makes the play, a running play.
Yeah, this is a really nice catch by Claire Tim. She gets a great jump on it and is able to reach down and grab that.
Great catch for the first out. That'll bring up Shannon Doherty, first baseman. She's 1 for 1. She has 1 of 4 hits for the Knights. Low and inside. Yeah, great catch by Tim out there, who just made the adjustment from center field to left. All about reading the ball off the bat, getting a good jump.
And another tough thing about that play is that ball was sinking down towards the line. So the more that she was running towards it, the lower it was getting. So a great job by her to even stay on her feet and make that catch.
2-0 count. Pitch popped up. It's going to be to right field, and Macy Graff makes a great catch. 2 great catches by the outfield here in the 4th.
A good piece of hitting here by Shannon Doherty. She barrels that ball up into right center, but Macy Graff just doing an amazing job. Gets a great read. The outfielders are really showing out in this inning for Oklahoma State.
Rowe coming up, so the shift is on. Personnel-wise in the shift, Tim comes from left to second base. And then Scotland, David, and Graff will rotate over to left and center. I mean, you talk about 2 balls hit well and inches from potentially extra base hits for UCF, and the defense for Oklahoma State coming through. Outside, Janisha Rome hit into the shift in her first at bat. So we watch Tim go to her right, make the play, and throw her out at first.
I think it's interesting too how Rowe has kind of been able to slap and bunt for a hit and also stand in and hit. So she's one of those hitters that's very versatile, has a lot of tools, and also very fast. So a dangerous hitter at the plate.
Rosenberry ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coach Bear talking with the home plate umpire, Terry Holt. 1 ball, 2 strike count. They're going to make an adjustment. Could be a pinch hitter here. Coach Bear is all about trying to put a spark in the lineup, trying to get something done, try to generate something.
Yeah, I think when the offense is kind of in a lull, it's always a good strategy to get different players in there, get different looks, and just try to mix things up and see what happens. Kind of a, sorry, I was just gonna say, kind of an interesting time though with a 1-2 count.
Talking about pressure situations, 24, Savannah Adams, the junior, steps in. Pitch, fouled off. It's one thing to be a pinch hitter, but then to stack it with 2 strikes against you is a whole different level.
To come in with 2 strikes, you know, sometimes we do that at practice a lot, where they'll just be like, all right, you got 2 strikes, go out there and do your best. But, you know, to actually have that happen is very rare.
Adams puts the ball in play. Rosenberry rolls it to first, safe. So the throw to first slipped out of her hand.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on that one. Just
still had a chance to get her despite the ball bouncing to first.
Yeah, it was still a close play over at first. I think Ivy kind of just maybe didn't have a good grip on that one. But that just shows the genius of Coach Bear to put in a new batter, and you know, she's able to get the ball in play and get on base.
So Adams on at first on the throwing error by Rosenberry. That'll bring up Halajan, the pitcher. Steps in. Pop foul, 0-2. So we'll...
Let's see here. Yeah, not a good throw over there, but I still got the out, it looks like to me.
Surprising they didn't go to review. 0-2 pitch, 1-2. In the last couple of days, we've had almost anything in question be reviewed. One, 2. 2-2 now. Runner at first, Halajan, let's see, at the plate, hitting 200. Pitched yesterday, pinched hit Friday. That ball up the middle as Bloodworth will take it the easy way to second. Oklahoma State had 2 huge catches.
Election committee really looks into at the end of the year.
So Oklahoma State set here offensively for the bottom of the inning, and that's Schneidmiller, the catcher. Audrey Schneidmiller, sophomore, Texas, steps in, popped up, right field. Evans there, Chloe Evans, Aubrey Evans, and Evans makes the catch for the first out.
Wow, yeah, Aubrey Evans on this fly ball to right field pretty much. She just goes way out there and gets that fly ball. Must have just had a good eye on it. But yeah, good catch.
Now batting the shortstop, Bloodworth. We've seen her make a handful of plays defensively. Has a sacrifice bunt in this game. We're down in the 8-9 holes. That ball hit well to left, drifting. Willis trying to track it down. She does in foul territory and makes the out. Long run for Willis.
Love that basketball type celebration. She's done that every single out, so love to see her continuing that in left field rather than on the mound.
Macy Graff. Graff had that great catch in right center in the last inning. Digs in. Lodgen throws first pitch strike. Graff walked in the second inning. Oh, 1 pitch on the outside corner, 0-2. You talk about Kenny Gajewski's success. Since 2021, Oklahoma State has 65 wins. It's 4th nationally. Just taking care of business. They have 104 wins since 19 at Cowgirls Stadium. You'll see the Cowgirl way on his sweatshirt. Talk about the culture and everything. What's the Cowgirl way? What does it mean to you?
It means so much. I think it's just, you know, we talk a lot about REP, which is relentless excellence, and passion, and those are the 3 key words that really define the program. And it's just a tribute to all of the former players that have been at Oklahoma State and set that standard, and just, you know, really just, you know, continuing to hold this team accountable to those standards and showing that the standard is to get to the World Series.
Now, obviously, it's passed down from team to team. It's interesting as you bring in transfers and as the culture of college athletics, that becomes more difficult to do.
I think so too. That's a really good point with new incomers every year and freshmen coming in every year, but it's really up to the players that have been there. Like, this team has a few veteran players that have been there for so many years, and they really just take those transfers and younger players under their wing and show them how it's done, and that's what makes this program so strong.
Look at the top 2 assistants for Kenny Gajewski, both former players. Vanessa Shippey Fletcher and Carrie Eberly. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, so the second walk of the game, and UCF was walking it off. They thought it was looking.
Another great at-bat from Macy Graff, very similar to her earlier at-bat where she started out 0-2 and just able to work the count, not swinging out of the zone, very disciplined, great eye. So good job by her to get on with 2 outs.
Number 44, Talon Edwards.
Edwards steps in. She has an RBI. 0 for 2 on the day. How often is rep and the Cowgirl way talked about in the clubhouse here?
It's talked about very often. We have it on, you know, all of our gear, all of our shirts and all that stuff. We see it every day. We talk about it every day. It's something that, similar to UCF and their culture, something that we take care of daily. And kind of like I said, it's up to the girls. Coach G talks a lot about this team being player-led, so it's up to the girls to hold their teammates accountable to, you know, acting in those standards every day.
Popped up. Another tough play in foul territory. Out of our view here, as looks like Edwards is going to get another chance.
This ball, I think, was moving towards the wall, and the second baseman just in and out of the glove. I don't know if she still has it, though, at the fence there.
She's questioning it. She thinks she bobbled it and then caught it before it hit the ground. She definitely called off Doherty, as you see Doherty bail on the play.
Yeah, definitely, I think, a good idea for second baseman Evans. We've already seen her make some great catches, so she probably has a better view, a better angle on that ball. So a good job by her to call her off.
Popped up the center. Everybody's back, and Evans calls it. Evans' range, I mean, big-time range for Evans. That'll retire the side for Oklahoma State. 5-1, your stop. It'll be 9-1-2, duo for the Knights. First pitch is low and inside. Now Rosenberry went 4 innings, gave up 1 run on 4 hits. She faced 17 batters, had 1 strikeout. Finished the day with a 0.82 ERA. Schneidmiller, the catcher, behind the plate for Oklahoma State. 2-0 the count. Imagine here as we're getting late into the game 3 that the adjustments, substitutions, pinch hitters, whatever will start flowing in. 2-1 pitch in there for a called strike. The lone run for UCF came in the 3rd. The Knights are trying to get back in this game. Big swing and a miss, 2-2 count. I think for Williams, it's just try to get on so that get back to the top of the lineup and see if you can produce something. Fouled off. Coach Bear knew it was going to be tough. I mean, she knew coming into this conference that every game is going to be a fight.
Exactly, and I think going into this game, it may seem as though they have already lost a series, so this last game is like whatever, but for UCF, for them to come in and get a win on the last day is going to be huge for them down the line, because talking about that RPI, and if UCF can pull out a win today, that's something the committee will definitely look at later on when it comes to seeding and, you know, hosting and all of that stuff. So still a very important game for them.
UCF will be, that's a base hit to left. Williams gets on. It's going to try, she was looking at going to second and retreats back to first. Probably a good decision based off the throw from Tim.
Yeah, Jasmine Williams, that's a really good job rounding first base there. That's exactly what they teach us to do when running bases. You know, it looked like this ball was in the gap pretty deep, and she probably was thinking, oh, 2 all the way, and then the outfield did a good job getting that ball in, so easily she's able to turn around and get back to first, but really good aggressive approach there.
Jada Cody at the plate, leadoff batter. Called strike. So Cody had a triple to left center her last time up and eventually scored. It was her first hit in the series. Pitch outside. Williams does have speed on at first. Inside, 2-1. Average-wise for the season, Cody hitting .383. 6 doubles, 3 triples, and 3 home runs. Pitch, ground ball to Davis at second. Goes to first for the first out. Runner advances to scoring position. Davis made a look at second base.
Yeah, nice play by Rosie Davis. This ball was hit pretty hard on the ground, and so she knew she had time to see if she could try to get that play at second, but ultimately just getting the out at first was the right decision.
Chloe Evans, the right fielder, steps in. Called strike. Evans had the RBI single up the middle. It's a ball that went just under the glove of Rosie Davis. Ball hit, line drive to Talon Edwards at third. She makes the catch, quickly looks to second.
This was a low line drive straight to Talon, and thought maybe she'd have a chance over it too, but not enough time for a fielder to get over and cover the base. So 2 quick outs for the Oklahoma State defense.
Now to bring up Willis, the left fielder. Here in the top of the 5th. Just off the plate, ball one. Nice to see Schneidmiller behind the plate here for game 3. Caroline Wong's handled most of the duties.
As I was going to say, a good opportunity for Audrey to get some looks out there and give Caroline's legs a rest.
Throw down to second, try to get Williams back. It's a tough play. It's a good throw. Nice job by Bloodworth just to make the catch. 1-1 count. Ground ball back to Lexi, throws it to first for the out. And Oklahoma State it's pretty awesome to see them come in and make such a quick adjustment to the game. But I mean, at the core, the Slays have been doing this their whole life. And jump right in and get after it. I think the welcoming culture, everybody, Shippey and everybody that allows them to come in and compete. At the end of the day, you want to win. It's about putting the best players out there to give you the best chance. Halajian still in the circle, ground ball up the middle. Evans has it to first in time. 4-3 put out. Godwin due up here. This game has kind of settled into a little bit of a lull here as we're rolling into the middle innings, 5-1. Oklahoma State the last 2 at bats, 3 up, 4 batters in the 4th, but kind of rolling here, 4 batters for UCF in the 5th. So Godwin up with 1 out. Halajian looking in. Popped up, first pitch. Shortstop Williams has it. Fights the sun to make the catch. So quick 2 down. Like Caroline Wong. Gonna move to the DP spot. See a re-enter, so Wong probably in the DP spot with Schneidmiller now behind the plate. Long on the day, 0 for 2. 2 pop outs to right. Pitch in there for a called strike.
Sona Halajian doing a great job, I think, in her relief outing so far. Just came in and really has changed the momentum of the game and held off the Oklahoma State offense so far.
Pop foul. Keeping her pitch count down, only 29 pitches here in the 3rd inning of work. Launching is 1-1 on the year. Ball inside. 15 innings of work. Coach Baird does have a lot of options there pitching-wise. This will be a confidence boost for her, though, just that she's been able to come out here on the road and pitch some quality innings. Fouled off.
I already know that Coach G is telling his team to keep pouring it on and try to get more runs and just really put UCF away, because the longer that they kind of go, the more chances UCF is going to get right back into the game. So Sona Halajian, again, doing a great job keeping them away for now.
Wong. Ball hit hard through the right side. It's going to be a 3-4-3 put out. Definitely a tough conference. You know, and I'm sure there's a lot of excitement that the new teams coming to town. This is different for our fans to get to see UCF come in here, and you know, even next year when the conference, Big 12 conference, has Arizona, Arizona State, Utah. So a lot of new opponents start rolling through. Lexi still in the circle for Oklahoma State. 1-1 count. Kilfoyle has come in to try to shut this down and get the sweep for Oklahoma State. The Cowgirls sitting on that 5-1 lead, allowing UCF to kind of hang around here. Pitch low, 2-1. Coach Gajewski said after yesterday's game that he was not surprised to see the Knights fight back. He said you give them an opportunity. They're a good softball program. They're a good team. Ground ball to Godwin at first, picks it up, steps on the bag. That'll retire Evans. Kotzelnick comes up. Kotzelnick 0 for 2. Grounded out. Pop fly.
Now batting the designated player, number 44, Sterling Kotzelnick.
If anyone's had a good series at the plate for UCF, it's been her. Big swing. Miss. Behind the count, 0-1. Talk about tough for those UCF batters. I mean, you face Rosenberry and then Kilfoyle.
Exactly. They're both two dominant pitchers, and they kind of throw the same type of thing. They both work low in the zone, high velocity. They both have an off-speed pitch, so kind of a similar look, but just so good, each of them in their own ways, I think.
Oh-2. Outside. You face dominant pitching like Oklahoma State. When you go host Texas next weekend, you know they're going to have good pitching, but you've already faced a difficult weekend this weekend. You're used to big-time pitchers. Will help you as you move through the schedule.
That's a really good point, and I think that they're going to be able to look back on this weekend and kind of see where their weaknesses have been this weekend so far and work on that all week in practice and get dialed in for that next series against Texas.
2-2. Fouled off. Coach Bear said that big-time use of technology, trying to take advantage of every little thing that they can do to get an advantage.
Yeah, it's very, I guess it's getting, what's the word? I would say intricate maybe with the technology. It's so advanced now that they look at pitching and the matchups with the batters on each team and which pitchers are going to be a good matchup, and depending on if they throw down ball or rise ball and how many lefties are in the lineup against a right-handed pitcher, and all of that good stuff is taken into an account every game.
3-2 pitch outside, so Kotzelnick will draw the walk. So 1 on and 1 out. Bring up Doherty, the first baseman. She does have a single down the right field line, so she's 1 for 2.
Now batting on the first baseman, number 46, Shannon Dawson.
UCF trying to manufacture something here in the 6th. First pitch strike.
And I believe that UCF has had a runner on every single inning this game, so I think it's just going to come down to piecing a few hits together. I think their offense is really defined, you know, by hitting the gaps and passing the bat. So if they're able to start getting some balls in play and getting some hits, it's really going to give them a lot of momentum going forward.
It's been a huge advantage for Kilfoyle just to stay ahead in the count. Seems like every batter she's out in front. 0-2 pitch, ground ball, foul. Perfect weekend of softball. It's been fun. It's been good games. Oklahoma State, Big 12 softball play. It's right here on ESPN Plus, most every game now. 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. Everybody's basically going to stay in conference play. A few non-conference games trickled in there. Big swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout. For the second out. The first strikeout for Rosenberry.
Kilfoyle just using her drop ball and able to get these batters to swing right over the top of it.
So Kilfoyle with the first strikeout. Only the second strikeout of the game for UCF. Adams up. Savannah Adams came in she's a junior. She came in and hit the ball back to Rosenberry. Pitch, 1-1. That was the ball that was back to Rosenberry. She picked it up and threw it to first and dribbled it over there. Up for debate if it was a throwing error or a single. Beat it out. 1-1 count. Ground ball to third. Edwards picks it up behind the bag and throws to first, but not in time. And they're saying the throw pulled Godwin. We'll see if we get a replay on this.
Really nice play, though, by Talon Edwards to go get that backhand and throw all the way across the diamond there. Let's see.
So the call on the field is safe. They're going to review it. Adams is on at first. Kotzelnick at second. That would have been the third out of the inning. They're going to take a look at it. Leah Dume made the call. Quick to use her hands to say that the throw pulled Godwin off the bag. Our quick look at it. Kind of looked like Godwin kept her foot on the bag through the play, but
hard to tell from, I think, the angles that we've seen so far. So
the nice thing about so it looks like we're done with the review, waiting on the official side. Safe, so the call on the field stands. Imagine a difficult play all around. Runner will be safe. So 2 on now. 2 on and 2 out. The Knights are trying to mount a little bit of a effort here, and that'll be a single to third for Adams. Lodge in the pitcher at the plate. Foul. Her last time up, she hit a ball to short. Doubled up Adams at second. She got the fielder's choice. Carrie Eberly comes out. Probably what we've talked about all weekend, just trying to break things up a little bit, but we just had a break with the review.
Maybe just talking about the plan and how Lexi Kilfoyle is feeling out there, because as a veteran pitcher, you know, she knows her stuff better than anybody, so she's going to be able to tell Carrie Eberly if she's ready to come out or if she knows that she can finish this game.
It's like Kyra Aycock would be available if needed. Only 36 pitches in. Got 2 outs. Pitcher versus pitcher. Kilfoyle ahead 0-2. A 5-1 ball game, top of the 6th. Wind starting to pick up, blowing in. Low, ball in the dirt. Schneidmiller picks it up, keeps it in front so the runners don't advance.
Yeah, good job trying to scoop that one, but still keeping it in front, leaving only one runner in scoring position and not two.
The bottom of the lineup for UCF. Pitch, foul. Hologen not afraid to take her hacks. Big swings, even with 2 strikes. Talked about 2-strike hitting and shortening up, making contact. Hologen drives that ball to left, up and out of here. That's going to be a 3-run home run by Sona Hologen to make it 4, and make 5-4 Oklahoma State. But UCF is back in this ball game. This is back-to-back games where the Knights have hung around long enough to get back in it.
Yeah, and they're definitely fired up after that. That was a great swing by Sona Hologen. I think this pitch from Lexi Kilfoyle just on the outer half, and she gets around on it and is able to drive it over the left center fence. And now they're only within 1. So
we've seen
really
this
good piece of hitting
before.
there.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is at a base, and runners leaving early is one of the new review plays this year.
And I think that's kind of one of the ways that they didn't really intend the rule to be used as, like, none of these runners are stealing, and, you know, you would never otherwise, if she didn't hit that home run, you'd never review that. So it's kind of just a way to possibly take back the home run if she did happen to leave early on that. So always important to make sure that the runners are on time now.
It's the first earned run that Kilfoyle has given up in 45+ innings now. Williams at the plate, the shortstop in the 9-hole. Ground ball foul down the third base line. It's a 5-4 ball game. Knights fighting back here. 0-2 pitch, fouled off. You just felt like it was coming when, you know, there were opportunities to extend this for Oklahoma State and just give Central Florida just an opportunity. That's all they needed, is get a runner on. Adams kind of been that starter here in game 3. 0-2 pitch, low, 1-2.
I think everyone knew that the Knights were not going to just lay down and let Oklahoma State take this win. They have been taking good swings all day, and they're really just starting to connect now with those pitches and putting some runs on the board, not making it easy for Oklahoma State whatsoever.
Ground ball to Godwin at first. That will finish the inning, but not still hold a 1-run lead. But Hologen in the circle helped herself out with the 3-run bomb.
She sure did. That's pretty impressive as a pitcher to, you know, be dealing a great game and then come out and help yourself with the runs as well with her bat. So really impressive.
So Davis steps in. She's 0 for 2 on the day. We mentioned it at the break that Hologen, with the home run and the energy and everything, that, you know, if she was, you know, her miles per hour is probably increased after the energy that comes from the home run.
For sure. She was fired up after that home run, you know, bringing a bunch of energy into her team.
Davis drives that to left center. As a tough play by the left fielder as that ball goes in and out of her glove. And Davis will be on at second with the double. Del Hoyo looked like she was trying to make the play and left on a diving catch.
Yeah, good barrel by Rosie Davis, and such a great effort in left center. She's battling the wind and just a tough play in general. And Rosie Davis thought about heading to third on that, but made the smart decision to go back and ends up with a double.
It's her 4th double of the year, and the Cowgirls have the leadoff runner at second. That'll bring up Wark, that re-enters the game. Pitch in there for a called strike. Davis was moving though around first and around second. Big swing and a miss.
Now the ball kind of slipped away a little bit, and she thought about heading to third, got a really good aggressive jump, but I think it was ultimately a really good idea to go back to second because the inning just started and you'd never want to get yourself out at third with less than 2 outs.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Fryer. In the outfield, Del Hoyo in left. Willis is now in center. Evans is in right for the Knights. 1-2 pitch. Gets by Fryer. Davis takes third. Talking about the tough job of a catcher. I mean, just every pitch dialed in, taking, you know, blocking balls in the dirt, ball outside. Two-two. Give that a wild pitch as Davis advances to third. Now it's a full count to Wark. Big pitch coming up here. Ground ball to third. That's going to be fair, an RBI. As Wark will try to take second, digs in and picks it up. It's going to be a double and an RBI in a 6-4 ball game.
Kayla Wark goes and gets this low inside pitch, and I'm pretty sure that hit the bag there, so just barely gets it fair and ends up with a double, back-to-back doubles now for the Cowgirls.
Gonna have a, looks like Coach Bear came out to talk to the home plate umpire. I'm gonna go with the opinion, it hits the glove and hops over the bag. Safe is the call. So the double will stand with the RBI, no outs. 1 run in for the Cowgirls. Pinch runner, as Warsop will take over at second for Wark. Schneidmiller due up. Schneidmiller 0 for 1 on the day, popped out. Coach Gajewski just trying to put pieces in place to add a couple of runs here late.
Exactly. I think, you know, after going 3 innings without scoring, they really kind of needed a little something to get them going here in the bottom of the 6th. It would have been a little scary going into the 7th with just a 1-run lead, so definitely good to get some insurance runs.
Warsop has speed at second. We've seen her play quite a bit this series.
Now batting the catcher, number 6.
May have some defensive adjustments in the top of the 7th. We'll iron that out later. No outs here. 1 run in. An insurance run for the Cowgirls. Schneidmiller squares to bunt, pulls it back for the ball. See what they do with Schneidmiller, if they try to bunt the runner to third or let her hit her way. Got Cody crashing at third, Doherty at first, bunt, down, looks like it's gonna roll foul. Great heads up play by Cody.
I agree. I think in this situation, the UCF defense, they're probably thinking that they want to go right at Audrey Schneidmiller and not allow her to get that sack bunt because they're confident that they can probably get her out in this situation. But yeah, a smart play by her to let that go foul.
Schneidmiller only hitting 172 in 14 games. 23 at bats. Squares the bunt, pumps it up for the second strike. Kenny looking down, kind of giving her a little bit of encouragement that you have this here with 2 strikes. Still has an opportunity to move the runner around. Bunt's probably off the table. Outside, 2-2.
Yeah, I think as a hitter in that situation where, you know, it's your job to sacrifice yourself and move the runner and you can't get it done twice in a row, it's easy to feel defeated, but Coach G quickly coming in with some encouragement because you still have an at-bat to finish.
Ball's caught by Evans at second for 1 out. Worsup still at second base, did not advance. Bloodworth due up. Ava Justman warming up in the bullpen for UCF. Coach Bear trying to get somebody ready just in case. Got to try to keep this game close here in the 6th. Bloodworth digs in. She's 0 for 1 with a sack. Line foul. She had a ball deep to left her last time up that drifted into foul territory that Willis was able to track down. Willis is now in center. Does have a sacrifice. Pitch fouled off, so behind in the count, 0-2. Lodgen's still pitching. Cowgirls opened the inning with back-to-back doubles. Pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout. 2 down. Cowgirls are down to their last out here in the 6th.
Yeah, this is a quick at-bat for Sona Halajan. She's just pumping strikes in there and then able to expand the zone on the outside corner and get Megan Bloodworth to swing at that one.
Macy Crafts walked both times up. Heading from the left side. Takes that first pitch high and inside. Graff, one of a handful of outfielders that have rotated for Oklahoma State. Heading the count, 2-0. Worsup has a lot of speed at second base. Pinch running for Wark. 3-0.
It won't take much for Tia Worsup to score. Anything that gets through the infield, there's almost 100% chance she's going to be safe at home. She's just such a good runner.
Ball got away from the catcher. It was ball 4, so it'll be the 3rd walk of the game for Graff. But because the ball got away from the catcher, the runner advanced to 3rd.
As soon as that ball started heading like down, Tia reads that ball out of the hand low and just takes off. Doesn't even wait to see if the catcher catches it or not, because she's so confident in her speed that if that ball's low, she's most likely going to be safe anyways, even if the catcher digs it.
Runners at the corners at the top of the lineup for Edwards. That ball lined to center. Willis there makes the catch to retire the side. We head to the 7th. Oklahoma State with a 6-4 lead. You're watching Big 12 Network. Offensively, 10 runs combined, 14 hits. Lexi still in the circle for Oklahoma State. Jada Cody. To talk about top 50 college players of the year candidate, Lexi Kilfoyle against Jada Cody.
For sure, this is a really good matchup.
Ground ball to third. Edwards makes it look easy for the first out.
I think a big out for the defense because if Jada Cody gets on there, I think it's just a whole different, you know, fight for the defense to come back from that. But getting the leadoff out, such a key moment for them.
Chloe Evans, right fielder, steps in. Knights down to their last 2 outs. Swing and a miss. It's tough being on the road. You can feel the energy from the crowd. Everybody's starting to feel this game come to an end. The run in the 6th for Oklahoma State to respond with at least 1 really was big going into this final inning. Fouled off. Evans down 0-2. Kyra Aycock's been ready and available the last couple of innings, but Kilfoyle is back in the circle here in the 7th. 0-2 pitch, fouled off. Kilfoyle 10-2 on the year. Rosenberry started this game. Kilfoyle's come on in relief, fouled off. Evans trying to battle. Godwin wins the little foul ball game.
Yep.
I don't even know what you call that. They've been playing it for a while here at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I don't think that there's really a name for it. It's kind of just, I don't know, it's something they've always done.
The pitch, low, 1-2. Oklahoma State will be in action at Tulsa on the 19th. Pitch, ball hit to right. That'll be a base hit. Graff gets it in. So with 1 out, the Knights will see if they can get something started here off the base hit by Evans. Willis. Birthday girl Willis up.
Now batting the center fielder, number 66.
Yeah, now the offense is only 1 swing away from tying this game up. So a whole different situation now with a runner on base.
Willis, a senior, started her career at Washington. A pitch in there for a called strike. Willis known primarily for her pitching, but hitting-wise, she came into the game hitting .296, 27 at bats. She does have 3 RBIs. Same spot, called strike 2. Almost identical pitch. Coach Bear coaching all the way to the end, every pitch dialed in.
And Lexi Kilfoyle doing a great job getting her drop ball on the outside corner. That's not a pitch that most hitters want to swing at, but you have to in that situation when she's bringing it there, and then there she just expands the zone even more. And really good at bat by her.
Willis could not hold off.
It just looks so good from the batter's box, and then you swing, miss, and look back, and you realize that it was not even close to being a strike. But her pitches are just so tough to hit.
Aubrey Evans steps in with 2 outs. Pitch outside. Game coming to a close here. 6-4 ball game. Fouled off. 1-1. Handful of games today in the Big 12. OU and Texas Tech played, and Baylor, Kansas. A couple of games. That ball gets away from Schneidmiller, low in the dirt. And Chloe Evans will take second. Kansas won 1-0 today and swept Baylor. 2-1 count on the way. Call strike, 2-2. Just never know what's going to happen in this conference. I do know with Big 12 now and ESPN Plus, you can jump around games each weekend. It's fun to be able to dial that up and watch every game in the conference. 2-2 pitch on the way, ground ball. It's a tough play. Bloodworth has it to first, and safe. Bang, bang play. And Evans is going to be safe. Runners at the corners. That ball was a slow roller to Bloodworth.
Yeah, it was more of a chop type of ground ball, and she gets it on a good hop and fires it over there, but the speed of Aubrey Evans, I think she just beats it out barely.
It all started her coming out of the batter's box, just on a run, trying to get down there, make a play. Umpires are talking it over right now. Leah Dume on the call. And then it doesn't look like they're going to review it at this time. We're going to have a pinch runner at first. We'll take another look at that play at first base. So the slow roller.
So close over there. Wow, yeah. Good call.
Bang.
I think a good call by the umpire there. The only thing on that play, I would say Megan Bloodworth, she's so good when she charges those balls and throws them on the run. I think she thought she probably had more time on that play, but Evans got down the line so fast. I think if she charges that, throws it on the run, she has a better chance to get her out.
So Evans beats out the infield single. Then you have number 2, Samantha Ray, running at first base. That's the tying run for UCF, and Kotzelnick at the plate. So if UCF wanted their hottest hitter at the plate, this is it. This is a situation they want.
Ideal situation for the Knights offense, and we've kind of been talking about that this whole weekend. So many times this year they've been one swing away from getting a big win over the top 25 teams, and this is just another great opportunity for them.
Popped up to left, that should do it. Tim runs in and makes the catch, and that will finish the game for Oklahoma State as the Cowgirls will sweep UCF in a conference series, winning